Coming from a low-income family and then going to the professional world to work is crazy.
The number one thing I hear from people who transition social classes from working class to middle class and higher through work is that they don't know how to convey value. This is a real difference because you're shifting from tangible work to abstract work. Just last week, I gave a keynote and a workshop to leaders in manufacturing on how to help their employees transition from their blue collar jobs to when they needed to be promoted into more customer facing white collar positions within the company. And this is the first thing we covered in the workshop was how to convey value. It's more obvious with blue collar and pink collar work how you convey value. If the machine is down and the company makes money renting out these machines, then when you fix the machine, you know that you convey value because you keep the products going. But in white collar work, it's a little different, a lot different actually. You don't always see the value of your work. And white collar managers are not great at explaining that if they come from a white collar background where they're just used to assuming you know. In my field, we call this part task significance. It's a big predictor of job satisfaction. It's when somebody knows what the significance of their task is to the actual meaningfulness of their company. In this workshop, I walk supervisors through how to give feedback in a way that makes this very clear. This is one of the images I showed them. Knowing what the business goals are is important for everybody in the organization, and some middle managers and even some leaders lose sight of what the organizational goals are. Simon Sinek has written 3 books talking about executives who've lost sight of this goal. So make sure you know it so that your business people know it. And why am I wearing my hair curler wrap while talking about this? Because Emily Kennison, the original founder of these wraps, heatless hair curlers, she was recently on a podcast called Pitched, I believe. And I was listening to it, and it was where entrepreneurs pitch to investors and they get money or they don't. Even though she has made a multi-million dollar company in a short amount of time, none of the investors picked up on her work. One of the reasons was that she could not tell them the why behind her company. She told them the how, what it does, why people like it, but not the why. This is important because investors know. This is important because investors know that with technology changes, how you make money might change, but why you do it is still going to continue. I've struggled with this mistake too early on in my business. I'm very tangible and task oriented, and that probably has to do with my background as well. I have no idea what Emily's background is. So it can be harder to think of the more abstract why would I do this and why would anyone want this, even if the services adapt. I'm rooting for Emily. This is not a slam, just food for thought. And also, my hair wasn't done yet.